Okay, we are back. Hey, good good morning. That's awesome. You got Unreal. That's that's the first step. To find assets in Unreal Engine, you go to the Fab Store. You go into the Fab Store, and here you will find feature content. Where is it? Feature content limited time free. And here you will be able to get 3 asset packs every 2 weeks for free. This is a very good way to get super cool assets. The other way you can get some super cool assets is to go to Unreal Engine samples. Here in the samples page, you can get some very cool content as well. There's a lot of stuff in here, as well as your library. You go to Epic Games content, Epic content, and here's a lot of other stuff. Which for some reason is not showing. Yeah, they changed this a little bit. But yeah, that's how you get content. There was a filter for Epic Games content before. Not sure if you can still filter by Epic Games content, because there's some very cool stuff like the Paragon characters, maps. Yeah, there's some very high-end stuff directly from Epic Games, but not sure if you are able to just filter it directly. Yeah, just make sure you get the free content every 2 weeks. That's important, because you have 2 weeks to get it. If not, it goes away. They give very cool stuff. Okay, so today I'm going to keep merging the other project here. Downloads. Need to clean up a little bit. I have too many copies of the project again. So I found a new bug. Super. Every day there's a new issue. Found a new bug that I already reported to the developer of the template. So hopefully we'll get that fixed. Nothing too crazy. It has to do with switching weapons. There's a bug when you switch weapons. Okay, let's open up this one and let's start getting rest of the things from here. Yeah, I'm not sure why this one is called like that. We could probably delete this one and this one. Yeah, this one, and this one. Just need the original one. And this one, and this is the main one. So let's get some. Let's keep moving stuff from here to the main, so we can clean up the rest. Yeah, and there's also a lot of free stuff in the Fab Store. There's also Sketchfab and a bunch of other places. So yesterday I got to work a little bit with the ultra dynamic sky, and I figured out how to use a custom skybox and make it turn off its brightness when it goes dark and go back up when it's sunny outside, which is super awesome. Then cleaned up a little bit the UI. I took some of the VFX from the animations off, so it looks a little bit more clean. Stuff like that. Yeah, that bug got me a little bit it's getting dusty again in this room. I need to dust off my computer. But yeah, it's it got me a little bit demotivated, that bug, because I was this is something that it didn't happen on the previous version, and now we got this problem that was not there before. The only problem with this template is that it gets updated too fast, and that's a problem. It gets too many updates too fast, and the developer doesn't really test those updates. So I think it's not a smart thing to do. I think you should probably work on the updates, test them out, and release them like gradually, like other templates do. They update their template every once per month or something like that, every 2 or 3 months, but like the RPG engine gets updated once per week or something. So it's a little difficult to work with. Again, you don't need all the updates to release your game. You can just use the previous version, right? You don't need to use the latest version of the RPG engine. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to just fix this issue that I got now, and I'm only going to update things that I need to update. I think I'm not gonna just keep updating the project. The problem with updating the project is that I don't even know why this looks like this. So yeah, the problem with updating this project is that you can do the updates manually. There are instructions to do the updates manually, but it takes a lot of effort, and the instructions are not super good, to be honest. It's like you need to kind of figure out. They give you some kind of screenshots, and you need to kind of like figure out how to deal with it. So the instructions are not like super good, and if you do a little mistake, then you might break something. So also it's something I don't like to do. Some of the updates are very easy to do, but some of them are kind of difficult. So it's easier just to download the new version and move the assets and the skins and the characters, kind of like move the props from one project to the other. That's how I found to update the project a little bit easier, but yeah, it's something I need to talk with the developer. I'm gonna let him know that the whole updating thing, it's kind of rough, to be honest. It just really takes a lot of time. Okay, so in this map we don't have much. We have this area here, and we have this area here. I think I don't have anything else in this map. So yeah, let's just move this to the other side. Let's check it out. Hey, how's it going, Universes? Hey, Sisa. Yeah, it's very annoying, to be super honest. Like, I just realized that we had this bug where you change the weapon, you switch the weapon, you put it on your back, then you switch it back, and it doesn't shoot anymore. It's like, bro, like, come on, dude. that was working since the beginning of the template. Now it's not working. Ah, man. Yeah, it's like, I feel like he doesn't test the template as much as he should. He has like this overview map. He should go around the overview map, just quick test everything, make sure that everything's fine, because these kind of things are just like, dude, come on. Hey, how's it going, Said? When do you go live? Whenever I can, to be honest. So yeah, but it's okay. I'm not going to let this put me down. This bug, it's a little different from other bugs, because I've got like 6 different error messages, and I cannot replicate them. I cannot like I tried to get the same error message twice and I'm not able to get it. So I'm like, fuck, that's probably gonna be harder to deal with, but it's okay. I just told the developer. He told me that he's gonna fix it. So he usually fixes things very easily. What are your favorite features of the template? Well, the most attractive things of this template are the gasp animation template, the gasp animation, I mean the locomotion of the character, the combat system, it's pretty good. The whole crafting, items, weapon modification, the quest system, dialogue system. There's like a lot that in there. That's the thing. I got 4 errors that I sent to the developer. Then I got 2 different errors one time, and I cannot replicate them. The third time I tried, it just doesn't give me errors, and it causes the same issues, but I cannot replicate it. I cannot reproduce those errors. What do you actually want to use? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use most of it. There's a building system. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm mostly gonna use. There's an ability system as well. Yeah, it was a very strange, and it came from nowhere. Like I didn't change anything, anything. I was taking the VFX off the animation montages, something that I've done like 10 times before, and it suddenly boom, I got this error, and I thought the middle mouse button of my mouse was wrong, so I changed the mouse because you switch the weapon with the middle mouse button, and it was not that. And then I got the errors, and then I opened up the template like raw without any modifications, and it had the error in there. So I was like, oh my god, yeah. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff I can do. That's nothing important right now. Let's try to move this to the other project. Yes, I'm doing lives on Twitch. I should probably get the chat on screen as well. Sometimes when people talk from Twitch, they cannot see the YouTube chat, so now I have it there. Yeah, Unreal it's very complex for sure. I'm like, I like making environments. I like the art side of things. That's what I'm using the template. The thing with updating, hey Nico, how's it going? Godot, yeah, Godot sounds very good. I heard some very good stuff about Godot. The thing that is open source, just the fact that Godot is open source, it's very exciting. Like Blender, I like Blender because it's open sourced and it's very powerful. Blender, to be honest. I haven't done much Blender in a long time, but I tried modeling in Blender and the tools were so good compared to Maya. Maya has some tiny little things that Blender doesn't have, but if you get all the plugins for Blender, you can really do some super awesome stuff. The thing with updating the template, the thing is that this template uses a component for everything, and it's called BP main component. So it's a huge component that has a lot of logic, and this component gets updated on every update. It's related to everything. So if you don't, whenever you update your project, you override this component. So all the other changes that you made to this are going to get deleted, and you need to do them again. It doesn't take a lot of time, but it's yeah, it's I don't really know how to deal with this. There must be a smarter way to do this for sure. It will be super cool to store these changes somewhere else, so I can update the project, then throw those changes back on top. There's a lot of stuff you can save outside the BP main component, but some stuff you need to redo again. And yeah, it doesn't take too long, to be honest, but it's yeah, I think that has been slowing me down a little bit. It is a bad practice for sure. It is. Nice, nice, yeah. Sculpting in your tablet, that's awesome. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, 2D projects are super cool. Okay, let's send this here. We don't wanna overwrite anything. Yeah, that's why some friends of mine say they don't like using templates because of reasons like this. You depend on somebody else. It's not like you can just go and fix things because you know how things are made. So yeah, it kind of sucks to depend on somebody else. In the other hand, for me, I can focus only on the art side and be like, hey, can you help me do this, or can you fix this, and he gets it fixed. So in this case it works very good because Weber, the developer of the template, he's a super amazing guy, and he's going very hard with this template, and he really appreciates me testing the thing because I've been like reporting bugs like crazy. Like probably I'm the #1 bug reporter in the whole thing because I'm probably the one who is using the template the most in the whole Discord. Also, in software engineering, you want to prevent third-party dependencies and use them only as for small parts if you do. Yeah, yeah. I think building stuff from scratch is it has its positive side for sure. You have total control of it. You know exactly how things are set. You can go and pinpoint exactly what's going on. Um, so it's nice. It's nice. Uh, nice. That's awesome. What type of game are you making? Nice, nice. Yeah. Um, Also, I've been learning a lot using this template. Like for somebody who doesn't know much about blueprints like me, I've been learning a lot. Like I think the developer of this template is a very very experienced, smart guy, and bugs are expected, so it's totally normal. It's a it it also might be related to the new version of Unreal. I think he told me that he found a new bug on Unreal 5.61, which is like the latest, I think. Yeah, I think there's a new bug related to the new version of Unreal. Maybe that's what's causing the thing. Oh, nice. Horror games. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Uh, yeah. But yeah, so far, I mean, like the RPG engine is one of the best templates I've used. I've used only three templates in the marketplace. There was this like RPG engine. It was like a $75 template, super basic. That's like a nice template to start because like the blueprints are very simple. Everything's very small. Like it's a nice template to like learn and like modify because it's digestible, right? And then I tried the ES RPG, the Easy RPG, and that one it's way more complex. The problem is that the support from the Discord is just not really there, and the community is a little toxic and stuff. So I didn't like that one. And this one is a very small group, and the developer is amazing, and it's probably the best template I've seen. Cause yeah, this guy is awesome. Like you tell him like, hey, can we do this or that? Can we implement this? And he gets it implemented. I asked for swimming, he got swimming in. I asked for a parkour, like mantling, vaulting, and he got it in, and he fixed a bunch of bugs related to it, and like it's awesome. It took life halfway. What is your game about? My game is about like exploration, some kind of like sci-fi desert. I want some like aliens, some kind of like biomechanic monsters, some kind of like Fallout slash. I don't even know how to describe it. Like some slash Fallout slash Dune slash Mandalorian kind of thing. I'm working on an indie office game where you have to do henchman work and also complete your work at the same time. That's nice. Also, you are tasked with firing people who you catch slacking on the job. That's funny. Yeah, the horror engine. I've seen some very good games done with the horror engine. It's kind of funny, like people just keep shitting on this engine, but I've seen some successful games done with the horror engine. It's kind of funny. My game isn't so good, but it's about time traveling samurai fighting cyborgs. That's nice. Will you be interested in building a map for my game? I can pay. Well, it depends. We can definitely get together and talk about it. I'm trying to be careful with freelance work right now because I don't wanna. I want to focus on my project and stuff, but it will be nice to get together and see what the scope is, how much, how big it is and stuff. Because if it is a small job, I can definitely help you out. But I'm trying to focus on this project. I was helping another friend modeling a spaceship for a very small, tiny game that we are making, and it took me around like 2 weeks, and very very excited about that thing. He's busy right now. He's with his office job, but he's gonna get free in like 1 month or something. So we should be able to continue with the game. He's doing all the code and I'm doing all the art, and we have a sound designer for it, and it's amazing. It's a super tiny little game about going into space, and it's like a suicide mission. You are a prisoner and you need to go and go find some coordinates in space, and it's all creepy and stuff. It's kind of nice. Hey Sherry, how's it going? You could ask him to fix the running animations. The character looks like it's stretching while running. Yeah, the back looks a little weird when holding the gun. We gonna talk about it for sure. There are two spine bones that are not linked to the animation layer when holding the weapon, so it looks like the spine and the arms are not connected. We need to fix that thing. I think it's not that hard. I think if I explain to him very well what it is and pinpoint it, I think he should be able to get it very, very fast. Yeah, Fallout. I never played Fallout. But I've seen my cousin playing, and I saw um, the series, and I really liked it. I'm running a 3080 Rise AMD Ryzen 5900 and 128 RAM of RAM. I think that's what I'm running on this one. So yeah, we are doing a little bit of chatting right now because I'm going to just kind of like move some props. Yeah, Sherry, I need to show you how to do the retargeting stuff. They changed the retargeter in 5.6, so we need to see if it's working properly. But characters from UE4 shouldn't get messed up. I'm using Paragon characters, so I mean they're UE4 characters. Yeah, these Paragon characters are like so good. Like I can't believe like they're gonna be good forever. I'm like I don't no, maybe like in 5 years we might get another generation of characters where it's just like too much detail. I think but if you compare Paragon 4 characters to like almost any game right now, it's like wow, they still hold up like super awesome. I'm gonna close this project just so things can merge a little bit faster, migrate a little bit faster. But yeah, today I'm going to do some world building. I wanna get some NPCs. I wanna learn the NPC system and the quest system, and I just wanna move my assets from one side to the other. That's what I wanna do today. And Sherry, I need to tell you, I figured out how to make the skybox, the sky sphere on the ultra dynamic sky, follow the time of day and change its brightness from 0 to 1 at 12 midday back to 0 at night. So it goes from 0 to 1 back to 0, just like the sun. It's so cool. Any idea which features should I add to my light controller? For light controllers, I will probably add flickering. I will probably add fog scattering. I will probably add fog scattering. That's stuff that I would like to have. Um, a attenuation radius, and all the options for optimization. Yeah, I need to show you how I did it. It's actually not so complex. I mean, I don't know much about math. I was always very bad at math, but I was googling it, and I followed the steps, and it kind of worked. I followed one tutorial, it didn't work, and then I followed the Google steps, mixed that with the tutorial, and it worked. So I need to show you the code. Um, Nice, nice. Yeah, getting the flickering right is difficult. I was playing with flickering, and it goes like on and off. It fades to 100, fades to 0, but flickering is more fast. Like, it's kind of hard to get a realistic flickering light because you have different lights, right? You have your I don't know how to say this in English, but you have the old bulbs that are get very hot when you touch them. You have the fluorescent lights that work differently. You have the LED lights that are totally different. So you need to kind of like think about what kind of lights you're dealing with. So that's kind of cool. Nice, nice. Random delay, that's awesome. Cause flickering, yeah, you don't know how is it going to work. I didn't know that you were able to move this splash art. That's super cool. We're gonna change this because I'm kind of tired of looking at these metahumans. Oh, metahumans! I don't like metahumans. They're super impressive, and you can really really do some cool stuff with them. But they're hard to use, definitely. For this project, I'm using a template called the RPG Engine, which uses only blueprints, because the marketplace, the Fab Store, does not let templates to use Blueprint and C++. You need to use one or the other. You can like mix them in the Fab Store. I think that's how it works. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, those are the features. Those are the features that I requested. Okay, let's see if we can move this around. We actually don't have much to move around. That's kind of nice. Just gonna copy this outside area. Select all actors. Control C. Now that they exist in my project, in my other project, I can simply just copy them and paste them, because Unreal will know which references we are trying to copy, and it's just gonna fall into place like that. Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna change the splash art for sure. I'm making some kind of energy facility slash research lab slash cryo chamber. So this is the outside of the thing. Okay. I wanna try getting all the props here, and I wanna see how it runs without data layers. And let's see if we can get it. And to be honest, let's be a little bit more organized and try to keep things in folders. We're gonna make a folder called let's call it industrial outside, something like that. Then we're gonna keep selecting stuff because Unreal doesn't get everything. It's a face based selection, it's not a transparent selection like X-ray in Blender. Nice. I appreciate the follow. Nice. Okay, so let's move this to outside. Industrial. Yeah, this is making big selections in Unreal is a little tough sometimes. It's not like other programs where if you're in wireframe you can just select through everything. Here it's kind of like based on camera angle. Especially little tiny things like that, it's kind of hard to get them. Let me see, is there another way to do this? We can also select by asset. Yeah. I think we should probably do it by asset. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's getting nicer. I really getting very excited with this project, to be honest. I think we need to get closer to the thing. Unreal doesn't like to select when you are very far away from the props. I think we need to just get closer to it. This will be way easier if I were to use the data layers that I had in the other project, but I'm trying not to use data layers for now. I want to make a test since I got some some problems with a data layer not unloading on the other project. Wanna check out what's going on here. I appreciate it. I, to be super honest, I don't like Macs at all. I haven't used Unreal in a Mac, and I have no I have no experience using Macs for Unreal. In general, I think I haven't used Mac. One time in one job I had in an office, they gave me a Mac to edit video, and I was like, ugh, it just felt very out of place. But yeah, Macs are good for sound design, DJs, for a lot of stuff. But for Unreal Engine, I'm not sure if it's the best way to go. I heard that the build that you have in Macs is different, and probably it's not as updated. But I don't know, to be honest. It might work just fine. I like Windows because, you know, like opening your PC, changing parts, cleaning stuff. I like doing that. I feel like Mac, it's just very restrictive. Some people say that iPhones are very secure and stuff, but kind of like Android's better. I had this Samsung A51 phone for 2014, almost, I think, more than 10 years now. It's and it's super fast, like it's crazy fast. It has felt down from many times. It has gone into underwater, and it keeps on working. I changed the battery, and I broke the screen once. I needed to replace the screen. Besides that, it keeps working crazy good. I'm super impressed. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, cool. I think that we got it. 1 hour later. Yeah, I don't have much in this map, to be honest. I forgot about it. I thought I had more, but okay, I think we're clean. Just want to keep things organized before I bring more stuff to the map. Double checking, making sure that I don't have anything. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, the wireframe mode in Unreal Engine, it's not like Blender or Maya. You will expect to see things from any perspective and select them from any perspective, but it's not. It's face-based selection instead of transparent selection, or X-ray like Blender calls it. And it also depends on the distance of the camera. Okay, I think that we got... Yeah, I think with that we have the whole thing. Pure sand. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, we are getting bad performance. Oh, terrible performance. Oh, yes, back to 80. Good. Just want to double check. Is this actually... Yep, working with world partition. That's good. Disappear in the distance. Good. Double checking. We are a little bit... we need to change the height of this. No problem. That's there's an easy fix for that, but we're gonna get that once we have all the other parts. Okay, so let's hide that. That's awesome. Okay, let's see if we can bring something else. So let's bring the outside of the building, which is industrial building. Let's select all actors. We're gonna go Control B to browse these actors. We're gonna send them to the other map, the other project. BP map boundary. No, we don't want that. BP elevator. Need to be careful with this one because it references the character. BP vent. Yeah, let's send it and let's try not to override anything. Oh. Okay, here's where things start, problems start. I have all these characters. Damn it. No, I need to be careful with this. I cannot send the characters. Don't want to override that thing. Huh. Should I delete these characters? Yeah, probably. Yeah, let's just get this one. Let me just unload all the other stuff. The research facility as well, we don't want it right now. Let me get all these unloaded. Just want the building. Select all actors. Control B. Okay, map boundaries. I don't know why it's getting this one. Elevator. Let's get the elevator later. BP vent. Where are the other bunch of geometries? Maybe they're in another folder. Let's migrate. Again, it's getting the bugs. I don't want the bugs. The ranged enemies and stuff. This is strange. This is very strange. Maybe it's just asking me to save it. Maybe it's not part of the reference I'm trying to migrate. Yeah, UI, it's tough for sure. UI, it's definitely tough stuff. Okay, let's try it one more time. Control B. There you go. Okay. I don't see all the meshes. I don't see the meshes. Wow. Why is it not showing me where the meshes are? It's not. First time I have this issue. Like Control B, it does not browse into the asset. Hey, what's going on? Control B. What? It's not showing me which asset it is. Why is it doing this? Huh. Okay, wow. That's that's new. Having new problems. My collection got deleted as well. Wow, this project kind of Yeah, this project got kind of messed up. Anyways, let's try it. Maybe something happened with the data layer. I don't know. I've done this like so many times before. First time I cannot browse to the asset. Okay. Let's see if it copies the thing. I don't think it's gonna copy the thing, cause oh, it did copy the thing. I don't understand where these assets are. Okay, now it's showing me the asset. Okay, yeah, the other project is freaked out for sure. The other project is hey, I'm moving some assets that I had from the other version of the project to this version, but the other project is freaked out. I don't know if it's the data layer or what. You see, now I can browse to the assets. It's showing me what asset I have super nicely, like it's supposed to be, but in the other project it just doesn't want to. It doesn't matter. As long as it works, that's all that matters. I'm having this bunch of issues lately that from things that I've done like so many times before, and it's like, what? Is it like the new version of Unreal? No, that's maybe it has to do with the new version. I don't know. There's some funky stuff going on. This is called industrial building. Just trying to keep things organized a little bit. Hey, I'm making a desert sci-fi environment. Industrial building. Just trying to organize some props. Industrial building. Move to industrial building. That's not part of the industrial building, but it's okay, let's get it. That's part of another layer. Industrial building. Okay. So this is the building that I was trying to bring. Okay, that's nice. It is 80 centimeters down. So we need to bring it back up, but I want to bring the whole thing together. We still missing the interiors and stuff. Just want to double check if world partition is working nicely there. I think it's not gonna give us any problem. Oh, these doors, that's another issue I need to redo. Yeah, updating this project takes a couple of days. That's funny. And the funny thing is that I don't really need to update it. I don't need the new features. Okay, performance is good. We're getting 120 looking at the ground, almost 100 looking at the building. That's amazing. Very happy with the performance. The collisions, we need to set them to block projectiles so bullets don't go through. Yeah, looking sweet. Let me check distance. Things should disappear like that. Book, 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 book. Great. Okay, good, works. Let's get the interiors going. Oh, I should make the folder as soon as I copy the thing. Oh my god. Yeah. That way we don't need to do the selection anymore. I'm just level design, walls. Oh, okay, these are the old folders. Side industrial decoration. Side industrial decoration. Oh, okay, no, we don't need that one. H lots, we don't touch that. Good, so let's keep going. Okay. What is this? Block Sci Fi instance. Oh, this is part of the Warzone level. I mean, area. So, those things can go to Warzone. These boxes, what are these boxes? These boxes are... What are these boxes? I cannot see. Oh, they're empty actors. So we are missing some references here for these empty actors. What is this? These are cables. These are cables, cyborg cables, bulky mech, broken thruster. Those are part of the Warzone area. Yep, that's good. We are missing box 85, 6, and 7. Need to check what that is. Watchtowers. That's super awesome. I love these watchtowers. Are these part of a folder or not? I guess not. Industrial zone, industrial building, industrial zone, industrial wall. Wait, is this outside industrial? Industrial building, industrial zone. Oh, empty actors again. Oh, a lot of empty actors. That's not good. Industrial zone. Are these like old references? Ay, 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 ay. Not sure what that is. Industrial zone. Let me see if I can figure out. Box unloaded. These are empty actors here as well. Empty actors here as well. Trying to figure out what this is. Is this like what Unreal left behind after I did some merging? Not sure what that is. It's empty here. No, it's not empty. I'm getting some stuff. Well, as long as we have... Yeah, as long as we have what we need, we can probably clean that off. Okay. Let's try to keep things organized. Industrial zone, it's not popping on. Okay, Control H, there's nothing in there. In the building, outside, and industrial zone, all these references are empty. Pretty sure we don't need that. Empty, 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 empty. Okay, yeah, these are all empty. Good thing that I have like a lot of backups. Let's select all descendants. Focus. It's focusing here, but the actors are empty. I believe we are not missing anything. So I'll just delete that thing. I think these are leftovers from my previous construction. So let's get it off. Double check. Static mesh none. It's clear. Okay, let's go. Delete. Industrial outside building, we are good. Exterior decoration, we have combined. None, 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 and none. Also, let's get rid of that one. Okay, good. Box 85, 6, and 7. Let's double check what this is. I think it's also empty references. None unloaded. Let me see if we can load that thing. World partition. Partition editor. Unload. And let's load the whole thing. It keeps being unloaded. Can I pin it? still unloaded. It's part of some data layer. Box 85 is not there. Let me see if it's part of any other data layer. Okay, we got it here. It's okay, we got something invisible. Oh, these are my invisible boxes. That was for the mantling to work good in some areas. So okay, this box. Okay, box 86. Also invisible. No, invisible. We have double boxes here. Well, okay, that's good. You know, I'm cleaning up the level. Also, this reference is empty. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about this. We can always just place them again in the new one. There's just a couple of invisible boxes for the mantling to work over some surfaces that are not tracing properly. So we have a kind of like a empty invisible box that I use as a collision kind of thing. It could be fixed just changing the collisions of the proper mesh. So that's probably nothing important. So let's get these 3 boxes gone now that we know what it is. Okay, cool. We have a lot of group actors for the war zone, no problem. These watchtowers, why are they outside the group? That's a good question. Why are they not in the folder? Warzone, Watchtower. These are empty references again. Okay, yeah, that project was messed up. Yep, all of these are empty references. These are supposed to be these towers, but we have a duplicate. So let's just get rid of those empty references. Nothing happened, that's good. Sci-Fi tower, pipes and pipes, lock, merged, cables, big pipe. All of these, okay. So this and this go to what are they doing in there? Oh, look at this. These are part of the construction. Oof. That's why you need to clean up your level. Yeah, we don't need those. Are we your rubber duck? Not sure what you mean by that. A Sci-Fi tower goes into Warzone. Layer, pipes, cables. Okay, these cables go to Warzone. This pipe goes to building. these cables go to Warzone. Yeah, this is part of the Warzone area. Okay, cool. All right, nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Actually, there's something very positive about doing this process. To be honest, you can check on performance. You can check. You can clean up the level. It's very time consuming, to be honest. But I'd rather do this little by little than then do it for the whole level at the same time. So I think it's yeah, you always need to see the positive side of things. Reinforce spotlight 1. That's the eye of the of the skull. All right, this one goes into Warzone as well. PCG spawn bug. Also goes into Warzone. Warzone. These decals are part of the building, a industrial building. Oh, that would be awesome. Campfires also. These are okay, some pipes right here. Let's push that to Warzone folder. Okay, a spawn bug also goes to Warzone. Right. Okay, nice. I think we got this cleaned. This audio, city ambient, huh? What is this thing? I don't remember this audio. Where did it comes from? City ambient. Okay, well, some kind of noise, not bad. Oof, that would be awesome. Campfires going out with the rain and stuff, that would be very good. A BP interact ammo, that's part of the outside layer. This audio, I believe is part of the city. Let's put it on Warzone. Actually, this audio, I mean, I don't really need it, to be honest. It's a cool sound, but we don't need it right now. Shooter room, this needs to be... Oh, that's part of the shooter room, okay. This group, we're gonna ungroup. Shooter room, This PCG bug generated could also go into Warzone. PCG debris also into Warzone. Map utility, map boundary, left world, map 2. I'm not sure what this does. I'm not really sure what this does. Maybe related to the minimap or something. Probably we don't need that as well. Let's get it off. Group actors. Yep, we're good. Nice, we got it cleaned. Imagine doing this for 10 times the amount of assets. It's just too crazy. That's awesome. We got a bunch of stuff cleaned up. I found a couple of meshes that were not doing anything. I can't believe how nice this is running. Oh, non-nanite. Marking job queue overflow. Performance may be affected. This occurs when non-nanite meshes. Okay, we need to make everything nanite. Some of these meshes don't like to be nanite because they're very low poly and they break, but we're gonna change the edge length and the triangle to percentage to see if we can actually make them look nice. Now that we are not dealing with ray tracing shadows, we got away from that issue because that's something I don't know how to fix. The ugly fallback ray tracing shadows, which we are not gonna deal with anymore, which I'm super happy. That's the whole reason this is not nanite, to be honest. And actually, let's make everything nanite. Yeah. So let's start with this. Select all descendants, Control B. There might be a blueprint. That is not allowing us to do this. Elevator, vent. Decals. And I believe everything else could be nanite. Enable nanite, poof, and let's do the same here. Let's double check, we don't have anything else but static meshes. We do have blueprints. all the ammunition and bullets, weapon modifications and stuff. This should be in another folder. Elevator and clips. Let's yeah, that could be in another folder. Let's make a nanoid. No, dude, I don't write in chat. Sorry. Let's browse this up. And let's make it nanoid. Okay, we are selecting something that we are not supposed to. It is some kind of desert. Some kind of sci-fi desert. Let's see. Are we selecting something? Yep, we are selecting a bunch of other stuff. This is not... Oh, these lights are blueprints. I see. That's why. Okay, let's go Control B. And let's make a nanite. There's a lot of contrast, for sure. Contrast is very important. Let's see if we can make it nanite, and hopefully the meshes don't break. That's nice, yeah, Mad Max is awesome. Yeah, I'm going for some kind of like Fallout, Mandalorian, some stuff like that. Still not able to... select the meshes. Huh, okay, well, let's see. So many assets. Oh, off-road car pawn. There you go. I found you. Thank you for the follow. Let's make this nanite meshes. Actually, well, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like this process it's super important. Like I'm actually very happy to, every time I update the project I clean it up and check on performance. That way I can pinpoint exactly what is making the game slow. Now we can make everything nanite. Awesome. Let's save it. So there is a something very positive actually about updating the project like this, because if you see any optimization video, they will be like, this is something you need to do from the beginning of the game. No, we have some saving problems. Huh. Wow, today has been a well, it's okay. We are doing game dev. We're gonna get silly little errors like this all the time. It's part of it. We have one cube that doesn't want to save. That's very funny. Engine basic shapes cube for some reason doesn't want to save. We don't need it, so it's okay. Okay, now let's see. Do we get ugly shadows? No, we are not using ray tracing shadows, so we don't have that error anymore. And shapes are not breaking. Nanite is working awesome. Out of the bat, nice, perfect. Yeah, I think awesome. That's the beauty of Unreal Engine. It gets better every time. These low poly meshes, they used to break with Nanite. Then you needed to go into the Nanite settings, change a lot of stuff, triangle percentages, edge length, all that nonsense to make it look good. But now it just works. Performance is great, not getting any errors anymore. That's awesome, beautiful. This is a little bit off-scaled. This is basically not traversable, but I like to make every area traversable. Okay, nice. Shadows are kind of funky. Oh no, it's because there's a light right there. Okay, that makes sense. We're gonna turn those lights off and on with the Ultra Dynamic Sky. So that's gonna be super cool. Super awesome, nice. We got some sweet performance for the outside of this area. Okay, so that cube for some reason doesn't want to save. We're gonna look for that cube, and we're gonna check references, update redirectors just to double check. Okay, we are good. Let's look for cube. What is the cube that is giving me problems? Might be inside the engine folder. Yeah, we have, there you go. This cube is giving me problems. Are we using this cube anywhere? Are we using this asset actions, select actors using this asset? Yep, we are using this cube right here. Ah, I see. Aha, you are the cube who is giving me problems. Ah, that's funny. So, gone. Let's see if it allows me to save. Still don't want to save. Okay, okay. All right. So that's how we're gonna do it. Okay. That's funny. You know what? Let's just delete it. Oh, it's being referenced in. It's the base cube of the engine. We cannot deal. Yeah, we cannot do that. Oh my god, that's so funny. We cannot save that cube. Oh my god. Huh. Jesus, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. Stop saving all assets and return to editor. Oh my god, that's so funny. Cannot save the basic cube. That's a little ridiculous, to be honest. I never had this issue before. I think I migrated the original cube from the engine files, and now I cannot save it. We didn't modify that cube, so I don't believe it's gonna cause any issues, to be super honest. I think it's gonna be fine. So okay, well, new problems every day, new things every day. Let's close this thing, and we are not gonna save that cube. Hopefully we don't get any problems. Let's commit. It's gonna take some time to commit. Yeah, this guy is asking me to text on the chat, and I'm like, I don't think so, because I'm trying to work in Unreal. I cannot be texting. That's funny. Oh, yeah, the chat is getting every time more and more funny. Can we actually commit while having the project open? Not sure. Probably yes. Yeah, I think it's not related. I don't believe it's not. Yeah, we can commit, no problem, while having the project open. Thank you, Cesar. But I will just make no changes or so. Okay. Just opening the project actually changes the log file. So I think it's just gonna come as a new change so it's okay. I think it's no problem. I mean, this is the whole purpose of source control, right? Like to have multiple people working in the project. I don't know what kappa means. You mean like this mythological turtle? Okay, so yeah. Project is oh really? I didn't know that. That's how you spell it. Wow, the project is opening crazy fast. Oh, weapon skins are not designed for this BP. What? I never seen that message before. Huh. Okay. There's one issue, we can't push the main repo if it's half sub repo modified. I think I'm just using one repository, one branch. I'm going like easy mode on source control. Since I'm working on myself, it's just me, so I think it's I'm not going to, and I'm not uploading to the cloud. I think it's I don't need to worry about that, hopefully. Nice. The game is just running so nice. Oh my god, this is awesome. Yay. No errors with the cube. That was kinda funny, to be honest. sounds like too complicated. Okay. I was like, please open. Okay. Nice. So we got the outside and the building. Nice. Let's get these doors. These doors. The funny thing with these doors is they also use the BP main component, so I cannot override these doors on the other project. I kinda need to. This is, yeah. This is this is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I cannot just move them to the other project. I need to rebuild them in the other project and kind of like copy the position and rotation of them and just place them there. because if I just migrate them, they're gonna overwrite the BP main component. That's yeah, that's very funny. Now I'm thinking that I should probably make several BP main components. I mean, I don't know. No. Probably it's not gonna work because they interact with the character and everything. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I I need to talk about this with some friends and see if what a better solution could be, and then talk to the developer of the template and see, because I don't even have the vocabulary right now to explain these issues, but everything's referenced in this BP main component, and it just makes it so hard to move things from one version to the other. Yeah, that's the solution. Just release your game and don't update it. The proper solution is to upgrade the template manually, because the developer gives instructions on how to do it manually each update, so you can update your project without doing this crazy stuff I'm doing. So that's the proper way to do it. Just every time he releases an update, just do it yourself manually, follow the steps and do it on your own project. That's probably the best way. But like I said, sometimes the updates are a little bit more complex and I don't want to mess it up, because also the instructions are not super clear. But anyways, yeah, too much. I've been complaining about these updates for like an hour. Let's see. Let's leave those doors for now. This also opens up the possibility to remake the doors a little bit better now. I think so. It's a good idea to take advantage of. This is the interior of the building. That looks super cool. Look at that madness right there. So much stuff. Okay, we're gonna just go little by little. And the enemies, it's okay. These enemies I can just place again, because we might have spawners for them. No, I don't think I don't. No, I'm not gonna delete them. I'm just gonna deselect them, because I like the placement of them. I might. Oh, what? it deselects the whole thing. What? It's okay. It's okay, yeah, let's just get rid of the soldiers. In any case, I have them in order, I have a backup. Let's focus on the positive. I mean, every time I update the project, I optimize it more, clean up the assets, the construction, organize it better. So there is a lot of positive stuff that comes from updating the project. Wow, that was a super quick merge. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so let's copy this. Super quick migration. Let's come here. And let's paste. It keeps the selection, so I'm gonna take advantage of the selection, make a group, a folder, and call it industrial area 1. Yeah, that's what I should have done from the beginning. Oh, we are not using megalights anymore, huh? So we're gonna have some lighting problems because the attenuation radius. Of a lot of these areas is just too dense. Also, I want to check how these lights look without megalights. Does it really change or not? Because I think it changed the intensity value. I had that issue with another project. It's a good question. Okay, let's turn everything nanite first. There is a way to select only static meshes by typing static mesh in the search, but I don't know how to do that on only one folder, so we don't need to go through this. Okay. Okay, let's browse to the asset and see. Okay, 12 meshes, missing nanite. And let's organize this a little bit more by making another folder, which is gonna be called just meshes. Just me. One pass projection, max light overflow. Yep, we're getting too many lights. Okay, we don't have the doors. So I believe I will need to relight. I kind of want to check how this looks, because I remember the other project. I had an issue in another project where I was working with megalights, but then we turned megalights off, and things went very bad. Let's see if we messed up the lighting. No, I think it looks the same. That's nice. But on reality, it's like, nope, you have too many lights overlapping each other, and that's no good. So I will need to relight this. We will need to relight this stuff. It's okay. Not relight, but just optimize the lighting. Since I'm not gonna use hardware ray tracing, I'm not gonna use mega lights. That's gonna definitely take some time. It's blueprint based. Okay, so okay, we got that. I'm just organizing a little bit this outliner. Let's call it industrial building because it's inside the folder already. And let's push it right there. Yeah, yeah, I'm an artist, so I don't know much about blueprints or anything about coding. So definitely using blueprints is a way more approachable. A way to deal with this. Let's call it SM outside, just the initials. Fix the tiling textures. What tiling textures? Let's get this. No, we actually, yeah, let's push the static mesh in here because we have more static meshes than anything else. So it makes sense to just push that into a folder. The player is not gonna see that. Always think about player perspective. What is the player going to see? The player is going to walk on the ground, so it's not gonna look at the tiling. Unless we make it fly at this height, which I don't think is gonna happen. We might have some jetpacks, but not, the player is not going to be able to go so high. Maybe from high up here he might be able to see some tiling on the floor. You'll need to check it, but this material has a distant tiling and up close tiling, so we might play with that. Let's see, move to this folder. Yeah, I'm really trying to focus on optimization, so I'm trying to organize my assets and outliner the best I can, just to make sure that we don't have anything out of place. Okay, nice. You did this in university? What do you mean, like organizing folders? Okay, cool. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, from up close it looks very nice. And actually you can tell there's some tiling there. Not tiling, but you can tell some lines in there separating each thing. I'm not sure where these come from. Need to look it up. Yeah, there's some weird lines in there. Hmm. Yeah, we are dropping performance like crazy. It is cause the lights. It's cause the lights that we had inside. Um, yeah, I need to relight this thing, because without mega lights, it's just not gonna. Mm-hmm, not gonna be so easy to light things up. We should be getting around 90 frames. We get in 70. So that's the thing. Unreal Engine is a tool, right? If you know what you're doing, you can make it work. If you don't know what you're doing, it's not gonna give you good results like any other engine, right? You need to learn the tools and use them the best you can. People think that sorry. People think that you just turn on nanite and megalights and you are good to go and your project is optimized, but it's not that easy. That's the reality. Yeah, that's a good way to deal with it. Have a main light source with shadows, all the other ones just just filler lights. How many frames do you get per second? I was getting like 110, but with the lights, if you look at the floor, I'm getting around 100 because there's not much to render. But as soon as I added the lights, we dropped 20 frames. So definitely we gonna deal with this stuff. And I think we should probably do it now before adding more stuff to the level, because this building goes deep. Like it has like, I don't know, it's like the biggest interior environment I've made. So it's like like 30 rooms or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Ray tracing does give some shadow funkiness. Hey Patrick, I'm making a industrial sci-fi environment. Yeah, ray tracing does give a lot of artifacts, and it's tough. It's tough to get right. Thankfully, we are not using hardware ray tracing or ray trace shadows anymore, just so I can make it more available for other systems. So yeah, let's deal with the lights. First of all, we want to go and check light complexity, and it's white, meaning that it's extremely bad. So here the engine is telling me, bro, you don't know what the heck you're doing, please fix this. Yeah, right there, extremely bad. Not even purple or red, it's like white. It's like, bro, like, what the hell? Like, please. For my indoor environment, I made one reg light. It disables shadows on it, just basically more brightness indoors. In addition, I have like other light sources with more red light casting shadows. The one reg light is on top of everything, just brighten it up. We can try that. We can try one reg light. The problem with this environment is that it's super complex and it has like a bunch of tubes and cables and stuff. So the first thing I want to do here is to figure out the attenuation radius. That's the kind of like first thing I want to see. And the attenuation radius, it's crazy big, because I was using megalights, and megalights doesn't really care about attenuation radius. You can go crazy with it. So I believe we might need to use reg lights to get like an even nicer light. Because the point lights, they also give me shadows and light up a little bit inside the ceiling. I do want the ceiling to be lit. Let me think about this. We have three main sources of light, which are these ones. These are the filler lights, and I believe these might work good without shadows. And everything looks flat and terrible. Oh my god, yeah, lighting is such a pain without mega lights. It's just, I don't know how people used to do it. Okay, let's check light complexity. Alt 7. Okay, now we're getting bad and purple. But you cannot see anything. So is the intersection between these lights right here. Yeah, you see the attenuation radius is insane in these ones as well. So we're gonna change that. Yeah. Attenuation radius. Why is it not changing that sphere? Oh, I'm changing the wrong thing. Oops. Attenuation radius needs to be very tiny. Intensity needs to be a little higher. Wow, this is gonna be rough. I think I might just use less lights. I think that's the way. I think we should go with that. Let's make this attenuation radius a little smaller. Turn off the shadow. And let's apply this to all instances. Apply instance changes to blueprint. Okay, now we don't have shadow casting on those. Also on this one, we're gonna take shadow casting off. I mean, cast shadows is already off there. Nice. Okay. Okay, now we're getting red, purple, some white where the intersection happens, green where there's no light. Okay, white, it's the intersection between the radiuses. Okay. So, let's see if we can get a rect light, and we're gonna use probably less lights like this. Okay, let's see what happens if we go with a big rect light. It will be so nice just to bake these lights, these ones on the walls, and be like, just stay there. Actually, all the light in this interior area could be baked. Now that I think about it, we can just fake this whole thing. I do YouTube and Twitch. Oh, my computer just turned off. Oh my god. Yeah, I need to go check my processor. Fuck. That's oops, and I was pushing the changes. Oh crap, I was pushing the changes on Git. I think. Oops. That's no good. I need to see what's happening with my processor. It's just overheating and turning off the computer. It used to happen to me before, but I changed the cooling system, the liquid cooling system, and it worked. Then it started giving me problems again. Probably need to dust it off. Yeah, that kinda sucks. Oops. Yeah, probably need to check that out. That kinda sucks. Maybe because I had two projects open. Yeah, maybe because I have the other project open at the same time. Well, that's not. Yeah, need to dust off my computer. There's a couple of things I can do probably to make it work a little better. If not, I might just because the processor is fine, it's not bad. If not, the computer won't start. It's the cooling system that is not working properly. I might go and first change the cooling gel, and if that doesn't help, I might just change the cooling system again. Or maybe there's something wrong with the how the cooling system is plugged in, because one of the vents, it's like a little radiator, you know, like the little radiators that go next to the that push the heat out. So one of the ventilators, it's one of the vents is going slower than the other, because I tried to plug it in everywhere and it was not giving me the right voltage. And that's probably not helping the thing cool off the best it can. I can also feed those fans with an external power source. Just need to check the voltage of the fans and just make it like that. Yeah, I need to take my computer to a friend who can like really set it up nice. I should probably. I'm doing the whole thing. Just putting stuff together. Just putting stuff together. Let's see. Okay, I think that I think we didn't lose much progress. Shadows. Okay, let's take the shadows off. Shadow. Okay, off. Oh wow, attenuation radius is crazy. No, I'm solo. I'm doing this solo, yeah. Let's see. Let's make this. Wow, I might use spotlights or I don't know. Yeah, that these attenuation radiuses, they don't really help me much. Wow, now I appreciate lighting in video games. Like how people did this before mega lights, it's just crazy. Okay, let's go with a rec light. I think I might. Damn. Might look into baking this stuff, to be honest, because yeah, like I wanna fill the space, but now it's gonna get. I need to fake this all the other lights. Let's try first getting the whole room lit. Oh crap, yeah, this is gonna be tough. To get this light looking nice. and I'm missing all the detail on the ceiling. Yeah, this is gonna be okay. Well, we are making a horror game. I think it's just time to make everything dark, I guess. I guess it's time to make everything dark. Okay, we're gonna go into light complexity. And it's gonna be white. Purple, white. Because we are intersecting with everything here. So we might need to... Oh, these lights are set to movable. We don't want that. We need to make them static. These are not gonna move or change, just static. Also this one, static. Yeah, I think I need to... go check some tutorials on what's the best way to deal with this. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I have a post-process volume. Yeah, lighting this up, like for performance, it's gonna be a nightmare. Especially the way I designed all the rooms and all the little lights I have and stuff. Wow. Yeah, the post-process volume I have, it kind of like just makes things a little bit more warmer for the... Okay, we're getting 110 frames per second. That's not bad. We go in, we are getting 90 something. So, I mean, you can have intersection in your attenuation radiuses, but it looks absolutely terrible. Compared to what I had before, it looks very bad. So, advantages. This light is gonna be static. And I think we might... I think we can just bake it, to be honest. We can make a post-process volume just for the interiors, but I don't really want to deal with exposure. Trying to keep one exposure's value for the whole thing. If you start messing a lot with exposure, it gets tricky. Gets tricky because every area then changes, and yeah, exposure, it's definitely. Okay, we are making a horror game, okay, so let's just try to keep it mysterious and dark enough. Attenuation radius. Yeah, it doesn't really get the edges. It's okay. And now I want to lit the ceiling as well. So I don't think I'm gonna use rect lights. I'm gonna use just point lights here. Makes way more sense. So I can take advantage of both sides. I do have some cool fog that we could try. Actually, want to try how that runs without hardware ray tracing and hardware on ray trace shadows, because I was having issues with the ultra volumetrics. Let's see. For light, light want this color. We kind of like going back to what I had before. It's kind of funny. Okay, that starts to look a little bit. It would be nice to have some practical light here, so it makes sense. It's just not a floating light. I think damn, how can I light this up nicely? I mean, it's not gonna be blue. I mean, at least. Okay, let's try something different. What happens if we just use one big light? Oh my god. Damn. Is the solution using like a bunch of small lights? yeah, these attenuation radiuses, they just overlap like crazy. Okay, we're getting way better performance. Getting 110, it's not bad. The problem is that it just doesn't look right. So I guess we're gonna go with the practical light approach. Maybe yeah, how do you call these other lights? It makes way more sense for this, to be honest. Spotlights. I think we're gonna use spotlights. We can control the attenuation radius. I think way better with spotlights. So let's bring some of the, and also it's something I wanted to do, just to use actually practical light so we can see the source of the light instead of just having a bunch of filler lights everywhere that they don't really make sense. So let's see if we can actually make sense of where the light comes from. Okay, I'm just gonna bring it from here. Let's bring the next room, which has actual hanging lights. Hey, how's it going, Ricardo? And let's test the fog as well. Yeah, I don't know how to export animations from Blender, to be honest. I've done it from Maya, and it's not super straightforward, but there should be tutorials on YouTube about exporting animations, most likely. Yeah, let's use spotlights, to be honest. I think it's gonna be way nicer. Just wanna check these ones for now. Okay, look at this stuff. We have double lights here. That's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the spotlight here. We're gonna edit this one and get rid of the spotlight, which is not doing much, to be honest. I'm just gonna play with this other one. Yep, the effect is very similar. The attenuation radius, it's it's terrible there, so we might not cast shadows on these two, but only the center one. No, I'm not using megalights for this. Actually, I'm changing the lights because megalights require hardware ray tracing, and trying to make the project more accessible to lower systems, and not everybody can use hardware ray tracing. So I'm not gonna use that. Also not gonna use ray trace shadows and stuff like that. I'm still using software ray tracing for Lumen, but that's what I'm doing. So this one shadow, and all this one can be all these lights can be static. Yeah, I'm optimizing the project a lot. I've been getting very excited about optimization lately. We don't want to cast shadows here. Actually, yeah, let's just don't cast shadows there. That's nice. Looks okay. We have a lot of intersection between those. But let's see if we can light this up a little nicer with spotlights. So here, this is the interior of the building. This madness right there. Please don't crash. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna come here and area 1, we don't want it. These other areas, let's hide. Let's get area number 2. Look at those attenuation radiuses, that's insane. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of light tricks. You can really mix a lot of this stuff depending on the area of your game. You can go bake lighting in some areas. For example, these interior buildings, bake lighting will be perfect, because I mean we won't have any dynamic lights in here. It doesn't make sense to actually just look at these attenuation radiuses. This is crazy. I mean, I don't even know how this was handled by Megalites. It's just insane. Like I'm trying to browse to these assets and see if we can actually move them. Yeah, I'm using a world partition. Okay, there you go. So let's migrate this. We don't want to overwrite anything. That was a quick migration. Then we're gonna copy that. We're gonna send it to this project. And we should just be able to Control V and drop it. Should be able to just drop it in the viewport like that. Okay, nice. So, oh wait, before that, let me make a folder. This folder is gonna be named Industrial Area number 2, just to keep things organized. If I want to do data layers from this in the future, we can just keep it like that. Area number 2, nice, perfect. Okay, so from area number 2, I wanna just use this thing, these lights that I have here, and we're gonna bring that to area number 1. Okay, cool. Let's focus on here. And let's probably close this other project for now. I'm not working for anybody. I'm just working for myself, making a project, personal project. So let's use these ones, and these ones will allow us to lead this thing without using this. We might need to do some filler lights for sure. Look at this thing. What the hell? Oh, what the hell? Wait, what happened here? That one? This is a super nice light that it's supposed to be, I believe, here. But the scale, it's too much. I believe this one used to be here. It's okay, we can figure that one out. Yeah, when you're copying and pasting stuff, you need to be careful not to mess things up like that. And these are the lights that we want to deal with. Again, I'm just gonna do it static. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna play a little bit with this. My income stream is OnlyFans, and the link is on the video description down below. Not doing very good lately, but it's enough to work on this other project. I'm joking. Okay, let's see. Attenuation radius. Let's see if we can get some cool thing with this. Yeah, I love when people ask I'm a 3D generalist, and I just got some savings from my previous office job. That's what I'm doing right now. So just using this time to work on my personal project. Oh, we don't want to move the light without the blueprint. I forgot that blueprints are a little bit like that. Okay. Oh my god, how are we gonna make this look okay? I don't know. How are we gonna make this look nice? Jesus. Lighting is such a pain, seriously. Wow, how can we make this look nice? I didn't know that you cannot get delay nodes in functions. Spotlight, attenuation radius, nope. Let's see, other cone. Yeah, let's go a little crazy with this cone, and let's try to get the edges, I think, like that. Inner cone. Okay, double check. And that's the attenuation radius, just touching everything. But that looks nice because you see that the light actually comes from this source, so it makes it look way more believable. Again, if we go Alt 7, oh yeah, spotlights. That's why people use spotlights, because the attenuation radius is way you can control it more. Lights on static don't work with lumen, I think. Um, that's why it's looking so bad. Fully baked lighting fastest rendering. Light cannot be changed in game. Stationary can't move. Allow partially baked lighting. Dynamic shadows for movable objects. We might need stationary for the shadow casting ones. Movable, it's full dynamic. Okay. Probably you're right. Probably that's why things are looking so bad, because I'm going full static, but we need stationary for these ones. Okay. Yeah, I think we can get around with these ones. I think this is actually something I wanted to do, like get the actual proper light source from lights, so you can actually see the, since we are in like in some kind of like industrial area, it makes a lot of sense to actually have some light sources like this. Why is the light coming from there? Oh, what? Oh my god, oops. It should be coming from here. Yeah, I haven't dealt with like actor blueprints like this for a while, so it's like, oh, you can really just mess up things in the viewport super easily. And then we can probably fill in some gaps. Probably. We could probably fill in some gaps with some other lights. Let's check it out. If not, you can always just use your flashlight. I'm joking. Just like, oh my god. Yeah, we need a filler light for sure. I mean, yeah, this is just too dark. Well, I need to think about it, to be honest. Well, we have this other room that is filled with terrible lighting. I mean, no, it's not optimized at all, so that's why we are dropping frames a lot. But let's see another thing. I wanna check the ultra volumetrics. I think that might. I had some issues with the build with ultra volumetrics, most likely because the amount of the crazy attenuation radius from the lights, most likely, and the hardware ray tracing and ray trace shadows. I think it was too much. Probably that's what got the project messed up in these rooms, specifically the attenuation radius. Megalights, well, the Megalights was like, no, I'm not dealing with that stuff. It's too much. You still need to optimize. So let's see if we can get some cool volume effect, some cool fog effects. Yeah, all these lights here, I wanna just fake them. I wanna fake them. Just bake them there, so there's no issue with these lights. That would be nice. Just get them baked. Yeah, the source needs to be somewhere here. Nie, чому?
Ти вже поїв чи?
Я з'їв Софія.
Ну, тому хочеш ще яйця, чи не чекаєш до обіду?
Та, було добре.
Що?
Яєчко. Дякуємо.
Коли ти закінчиш, мені дай, щоб ти підійшов.
Okay. Let's see if we can pick up this one here. That shadow is terrible. Let's get it like this. The problem with this is that I'm losing a lot of, I mean, yeah, the ceiling is totally dark. Let's see if we can make a filler light that adds a little bit more. We get these super ugly shadows, but I mean it's kind of like what it's supposed to happen. But I guess, yeah, little by little we're getting to something more interesting. We can read the number 1 a little bit there, kind of. Okay, well, this is not that bad. Let's see, how far can we get away from this? Let's get that. Something around there. Yeah, we need some filler lights, very soft filler lights, just to fake that indirect light. Oh, Lumen, I miss Lumen and Mega Lights. Well, this is how things are supposed to be. That's how things actually work. That's how you get good frame rates. Now I have so much respect for like lighting artists in video games. It's like, how do they do it? Oh, okay, we are getting terrible frame rate because again, I forgot about this other thing, this other area. The other area has like a lot of lights, so apply instance to blueprint. And then we can just modify each one separately, to be honest, to get a little better. The thing that I want to clean up is this room right here. This room is gonna be especially this spot point lights. It's these filler lights. Yeah, I went too crazy with this. That's why the game was crashing, because the ultra volumetric was like, what the hell are you doing, man? Like too many attenuation radiuses, like overlapping, and yeah, not good. So let's get rid of that. Then we can make it look nice. Again, like look at this bunch of lights. No need for that. Oh, we're getting blue because there's no light in there. Nice. We're getting some blue, which is nice. Not much white anymore. That's awesome. I still getting some white in here. Why is that? Oh, because this attenuation radius right here overlapping with this lamp right there. Wow. We are getting some, again, some if, yeah. Oof, yeah, this room is not good at all. But we're getting a little better. Here, what is this? Again, this light right here. Let me do that one. These ones, rect light, static. Okay, let's see. Static, and we don't want shadows on that one. That's just a filler light. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of interesting, to be honest. Okay, that feels right. 110 frame rate, frames per second, 9 milliseconds. That's very good. We can definitely deal with this. It looks very bad, but you can always use your flashlight. And we're gonna try to add some filler lights and see if we can keep it on the hundreds. Because, I mean, there's going to be enemies, there's going to be VFX, there's going to be fog volumes, there's going to be destructible objects, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that is just gonna take frames from us. So this doesn't really mean that we're getting 100. Yeah, it looks very dark. So now we can actually go with a filler light. Without shadows, I think. Let's see if we can actually do the other trick that I was doing. Where is it? Oop. Okay. Let's copy and paste. And let's copy and paste here. Let's take, let's make it static, shadows off, and let's go a little bit crazy with this one. I mean, it is intersecting with everything. Let's just see how many frames we drop. And this is such a complex environment to light, because we have this crazy stuff everywhere that gets in the way. Okay, again, let's try to keep it mysterious, a little darker. That's probably a little better. All right, let's see if we how many frames we are dropping with this. Do we really need this one? Nope, I think we don't. just to be able to look at the ceiling a little bit, because there's some cool detail in the ceiling. Attenuation radius, no. Oh, what is that there? Okay, no, that's just the fog from the ultra dynamic sky. Okay, this looks very dark. We might be able to light this up a little bit, but again, we don't. Yes, looking very dark. Hey, how's it going? I appreciate it. The construction, the environment, I think it looks very nice, but the lighting, it's the issue. I'm trying to optimize this as much as possible. So I'm trying to be careful with the attenuation radiuses, and we're getting 110. Oh, okay. So I think the shadow casters are the big issue. Yeah, this is looking not quite as nice as before, but I think we can definitely just try to get, if we get rid of these dark areas, just a little bit of light, just so you can tell a little bit of the detail here and here, just a tiny little bit. Yeah, let's get the fog. I think that will help for sure. And if we get just a little bit here, it doesn't need to be super lit. I actually kind of like the mood that we're getting. It's more mysterious, more dark. But I think the fog is gonna like really add some spice. Okay, area number 2. It's there, and let's get the fog. So we are trying to move all of these crazy amount of props. Oh my god. Let's get the other thing, the fog. The fog is called ultra volumetrics, I think. There you go. I changed some settings here, so I would like to just migrate this, and hopefully we should be able to get the stuff that I got. Okay, let's see if we can get that going. Wow, it's been 3 hours already. I started very early today. Okay, cool. So we are here. To get the volumetric fog, we need to do a couple of things. These are the presets. These are the path tracing, ground, stamp, trigger blocker, quality trigger. Oh, cool. Ultra volumetrics, spline, editor tools. I think this is the one that I was using, and this is supposed to be a volume. let's see how much we are actually we drop with this. And we have a preset which is the alien one is super awesome, but I want something more like, I forgot the one that I was using, field large, and we are not going to be able to see anything because we need to activate volumetric fog on the UDS, I believe. I believe it's here, which also takes a lot of performance. Volumetric fog. Now we're seeing some fog. Okay. Okay, let's see how much this is going to impact performance. It's just a small volume. What did it? Why did it? It disappeared. Let me check. Fog. Volumetric. Oh, this volumetric fog, I think you don't activate this here. Maybe you activate it on the weather, or or is it part of a preset? Yeah, there's something overriding this. I still need to learn these tools. If I go save, it goes away. Just gonna close the other project for now, just to save a little bit. Let's see. A print stringing, yeah. Absolutely needed. Okay, nice. I think we're getting 100 frames. 90, dropping to 90. Yeah, nice, working very good. Let's see. I think we're getting good frame rate. Just gotta find out what happened to, why is it not saving? That looks funky. That texture looks very funky. Probably because of the shadows. Okay. So cool. Now we can actually play a little bit with, we have large, small, tentacle, thick, dry eyes, caustics, alien. Alien is one of my favorite ones. Maybe not for this area here, because we're gonna use it on the other rooms. Organic, rotate, large, edgeless. Oh, edgeless. Meaning that it's gonna take all the volume or what? No, I don't think so. Large, layered. It's not changing, but oh, you need to apply the preset. Okay, so edgeless, apply. I see. That's for outside. This one, layered. No, we need something more like, kind of like steam coming from the floor, kind of thing. That's a little bit what I was thinking about. Dry eyes, large, small, tentacle. What is tentacle? Okay. Field thick. I think rotate. This is probably the one. The thing with these filler lights right here, these filler lights, they cannot have volumetric scattering because they actually are filler lights floating lights that make no sense in the real physical volumetric scattering. Oh, cannot touch volumetric scattering because it's a static light, so it's not dynamic. I believe there won't have any. Oh, they do have dynamic volumetric scattering. How can we change that? If we set them to movable and then we change the volumetric scattering to 0 because we don't want that, and then we change them back to static and then hide. Oh, I think we got it. Nice. That fog looks a little funky. Let's see if we can actually get it a little better. Rotate small alien caustics, dry eyes, organic. Apply. Yeah, large. Large is the one that I was using the other day. We do need some stuff in the ground, some kind of like forgot the name. Some stuff like this where the steam comes from. Okay, this volume, can we actually make it the whole room? I think we can by going here to 5. It's gonna only affect the center, right? Yeah, doesn't make sense to do it like that. So we might need to just get a couple of them. I don't know about this fog. I think we could probably use just the other fog, the height fog. This could be nice for some areas. Also, I have some cool Niagara effects that we can actually place very carefully in some areas. The one that I want to try is this. Nice, we are getting some light shafts. That's so nice. Oh. Is that fog coming on inside? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, we do need to play a little bit with both of them. We need to adjust this a little bit so it's not so strong. We can get some very cool stuff going on with these settings. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, I need to... Oh my god. Okay, we dropped a couple of frames for sure. This is probably... Well, getting 100, that's crazy. Getting 100 frames with these beautiful light shafts. Okay, wow, very, very happy with this. Let's see, how much are we getting inside? That's the problem. You see how the fog just moves away? That looks terrible. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, these things definitely take some time to figure out. But the lighting is way better. I just wanna fill in some gaps in here. Fill in some gaps. And we can always just use the data layer approach, load and unload each room, so we can get even better performance. Yeah, this fog right there is not... it's not gonna work. Not really gonna work. I'm gonna use these lights maybe somewhere here to light these corners a little bit, and then I'm going to... I need to chip off this paint because it looks like a tennis court. Too clean. We need some filler light a little bit here, and especially here. I'm wondering what happens if... No, this is not the way to do this one. No. I think I'm gonna just get some lights. Maybe place this light somewhere here, because these dark spots are too heavy. Exponential height fog volume. Oh, you mean the local fog? We could probably play with that. I do have some of those local fogs in other rooms. That could be one solution. I wish I could make them squares to control them a little better. Maybe I can make them squares. I think you can make it into a blueprint. Not sure. But okay, we're getting some progress. When it comes to performance, oh, did I... what? Oh, what happened to this light? Huh. What happened to this light here? Is it unloaded? Let me just double check. That's the thing with big environments, like it's you need to be very organized because things get very messy very fast. Yeah, we deleted that light for some reason. I don't know how. Which, you know what? It doesn't. We don't need it. Yeah, we don't actually need it. Those two lights get the job done right there. Yeah, we don't need it. Less is more. Maybe we can use these lights a little bit nicer and just move them around where we need. I need to take the volumetric scattering from the flashlight so we don't get this ghosting effect. It's gonna be very annoying. So yeah. I had all this set up to work with data layer, so when you open that door right there, you load this room. When you close this door right here, when you open this door, you load the next room and unload the one behind you and stuff. So that's it's gonna help a lot with performance, but we might not need to do that as kind of like as much as I was doing it before. Okay, yeah, these dark spots right here, I don't like those dark spots. Very, very harsh dark spots. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I do like using the volumetric fogs, the volume fogs. Local fog volume. I think this is what the spin jiggly physics look amazing. Hey Shrill. Let's check this one out. The problem with this thing is that I want to make it square so I can control a little bit more where things go. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna light up the walls because my lights are static. And I think I need to put them on dynamic to actually get that that effect. Yeah, we might need to. You get this fall off, but there's a console command to get rid of this fall off. So I think the best solution might be ultra volumetrics and some smart, clever lighting. We're gonna move some lights around to actually light up the things. Take advantage of this bunch of lights that are just not doing anything. The right one is square. The right one is square. I actually haven't. Is there an option to change it or? I think these are the same, right? I believe this might be the same. I appreciate it. I've seen people putting this inside a blueprint and they can change the shape of it. Location, volume. Volumetric light map density volume. Provides local control over volumetric light map density. Okay. Hmm. Uh, anyways, I'm going to take a break soon because I need to go do some stuff here in the house, and just want to check how much what performance are we getting with this? How much is this going to affect performance? Because this is super awesome. I really like these volumes, but I want to make them a square so we can really get them specifically where we need, especially because the rooms are squared, and the problem with these volumes is that if I use a sphere, it's gonna just intersect a lot. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. We're figuring a bunch of stuff today. Okay. It does take a couple of frames, not much, but the real deal is this: we need to use a console command, which is local fog volume global start distance 1, so they don't fade away. This is gonna take a hit on performance for sure, but with this console command we can actually test this out and see what's going on. It's minimal, to be honest. It's really not taking that much. Let's test it on full screen. Yep, it's eating up like 5 frames per second. What really matters is the milliseconds, to be honest. And I believe it is, I think it is scattering light on the walls. Kinda hard to tell. Okay, we got some. And we can actually make it go down. Height fog fall off, so it's on the floor. Density, let's go half. Radial fog density, let's try half. Fourth, 1/10. That feels a little better. Nice. Obviously, if I rotate this, it doesn't change. Oh, it does change. It's based on orientation. That's kind of cool. So we can make the volume go down, because this area is a little complicated. We have the steepness, how do you call this? Inclination. And it's very high ceiling also. It's a very, very tall room. but I think we can definitely play with something like this as a filler. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, that's cool. I think we might be able to get some cool lighting. The thing that really saves this project, it's the thing that I'm trying to make it look darker, like dark and mysterious. So I think we can get away with keeping areas a little bit darker. Obviously not like that. Here we do need some light. Also here. Okay. Yeah, 95. These areas, we need to fill them a little bit. The cool thing is that we are using these lights right here, so we can actually tell where the light is coming from. I really like that. Really makes way more sense. These lights right here, they look very weird. Yeah, this one just kind of strange. Yeah, these little lights, I'm gonna probably move them a little. I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of optimization, a lot of testing, and just trying to. We had a third light right there, but it got deleted somehow by mistake. But anyways, 2 lights make more sense, and the less the better. So we can actually, there's like a big steel door that opens up. Oh, you see how the fog goes totally white on the distance? Oof, it's okay, we're gonna get that door closed. So yeah. The name is the game is named Sci Wars, like from Sci Fi, Sci Wars. Kind of like very generic name, but might change it. No, I don't know. So yeah, we need to get some filler lights and see if we can get that fog going on nicely. But this is doing way better than before when it comes to performance. We still have a lot of purple areas, but we don't have that many white areas anymore. All of these lights, little lights on the sides, I want to see how can we maybe if I change them for a spotlight, maybe we can get better, a little bit more control over these big circles. You see where they intersect right there and here, and just gonna cause issues. So I'm gonna try to get that a little better. Alt 4. Yeah, it will be very cool to get this looking nice and actually running properly. Okay, so yeah, did I just hear trust issues? Trust issues. Fog map is under visual effects. It's a fog map. I never heard about that thing. Let me check that out. Really appreciate when the people in the chat are helping me out. Fog map. Huh, I cannot find it. No, Unreal Engine 4, no. A visual effect fog map. Local fog volume? Exponential height fog. Oh yeah, I mean the yeah, we are using an exponential height fog because we are using ultra dynamic sky. It's the problem is that I cannot have two of them. So here in the ultra dynamic sky, we do have height fog right there. You see? That's what I was using before, but the thing that is I'm making a big environment, so it's very hard to kind of like deal with the exterior and the interior. So the thing that I think that is gonna work better is local fog volumes, but making them square. There's probably a way to make it into a square. Pretty sure I saw a tutorial once on how to make it into a square. I think it's just a blueprint actor, and then you get the local fog inside and you change the shape of it. I'm gonna check that out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'm gonna leave it here and take a little break and see if we can continue a little later. Gonna let the computer cool off because it's gonna be 12 and it's gonna get very, very hot. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.